Summer.
Welcome to the 5th edition of Radio Sports Report.
Let's start things off with Casey Ferguson talking about girls basketball. Casey, how are you?
Good, how are you, Jack?
I'm good. So have the girls started the season yet?
The girls haven't started the season yet, but everybody should go out and support on December 15th.
So who are some key players this year, and have they set any personal goals for themselves?
This year's key players are Nia Downey, who is returning from an injury from last year, and she's coming out better than ever.
And do you think the girls will have an overall successful season?
I do think they will have an overall great season. They have strong players and are going to go far this season.
Casey.
Thank you, Jack.
Now we have Rachel DiFabrizio with boys swimming. Rachel, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Pretty good. How did the boys swim team prepare for this season, coming off a state final loss last season?
They've been practicing hard every day after school to hopefully get their state final win this year.
Awesome. Who stands out this season, and what role are they going to play on the team?
A boy to look out for this year is Josh Cohen. He is one of the fastest boys in the state, and he hopes to make many records and carry the team.
How do you think the coaches impact the swimmers on the team?
Coach Jess Holnick has been working hard to create lineups that will hopefully bring the boys to a win.
Do you think they have a shot at winning a state final?
If they try hard and swim their fastest, I think they have a fighting shot at winning state finals.
Thanks, Rachel.
Now on to Chris with girls swimming. Chris, have the girls started their season yet?
They started their season yesterday, and they won by a commanding score of 110-70, and they're 1-0 on the season.
And Chris, is there any big games coming up?
The girls are looking for revenge against Chatham, and that'll take place next week on the 13th. And also, arch rivals Westfield will be coming to face the Raiders on the 22nd.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you think they will be able to repeat the success they've had in previous years?
Yes, I do think so, because the girls swimming program is always one of the strongest in the school. They always have a great fan base, and I definitely think they can go deep this year.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Jack.
Now let's go to Bradley Chernoff with the inside scoop on the wrestling team. Bradley, what's going on?
Nothing much, Mike. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. So who stands out this season on the wrestling team?
Well, on the wrestling team, there's a lot of star players. You got people like Sam Westerfeld, you have Zach Fleischman, you have Michael Ramos, you got Justin Sidebottom, Nick Palazzolo, the list goes on and on. You got Mikey Ramos. You got so many great athletes on that team, Mike.
Are there any freshmen or sophomores or any underclassmen that have a shot at becoming what Sam is and Mikey and Justin are?
Well, to get up to the level that Sam's at, it's kind of it takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication to the sport. But in terms of freshmen, I talked to a few, and they said that they're really excited for the upcoming season and that they're just going to put in as much work as they can.
Awesome. Why is this season so crucial?
Well, this season is so crucial because we have such a great starting lineup this year. We have a lot of seniors that put a lot of work in this year, and we have some great upcoming matches coming soon. We got Westfield in a few weeks, so that's exciting.
Who, along with Sam, has a chance to maybe go to the state finals?
That's a terrific question. In addition to Sam Westerfeld, I would definitely have to say that Liam Hickey has the best shot at going to Atlantic City this year to compete. He's really a star athlete out there.
Thanks, Bradley.
No problem, Mike. Now to some local sports news. The hockey teams have been performing well for New York. The New York Rangers are 15-10-2. They recently played Stanley Cup champions, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they won 4-3 off a lucky bounce. So it's good on them getting that win away. The New York Islanders are 16-9-2. They recently played the Tampa Bay Lightning and were a little unlucky. They lost 6-2. That was a pretty embarrassing defeat. And the New Jersey Devils, who are now top of the Metropolitan Division, are 16-7-4. And they recently played the Blue Jackets and beat them 4-1.
Now in football, the Jets are 5-7. They're coming off a huge win against the Chiefs at home, and they're going out to Mile High City this week to play the Broncos in Week 14.
The New York Giants are 2-10, and they've lost their past two straight. And they recently fired Ben McAdoo, and right after the controversial decision to bench Eli Manning and start Geno Smith. Hopefully they can turn it around.
Well, New York basketball is not very good right now. The Nets and the Knicks both have losing records, and Spencer Dinwiddie is leading the Nets, and Kristaps is obviously going to be an all-star and leading the Knicks, but there's not a very bright future for either of these teams coming late in this season.
All right, I'm JC DeBella, and I'm here with Ashley Vincent, Female Athlete of the Month. So, Ashley, tell me about how you got into soccer, when you started.
I don't know. I started when I was like 3 or 4. I started playing with my dad in our backyard because he was a really, really good soccer player. And I was on my brother's team for a while till I went to travel and then came here.
All right, nice. So, you're a 4-year varsity athlete, am I right?
You're right.
And at sports awards and counties, they recognize that as you won counties 4 years in a row, and you've been on the team. Did you get any special honors for that?
So yeah, at the Fall Sports Awards, me and my co-captain Taylor Diggs got the 4-year, so the Varsity Gold Award, which is for being a 4-year varsity athlete. Then we also got an award for winning the county championship 4 times in a row.
You happened to stumble upon an injury, am I right?
Yeah, I sprained my foot the second day of tryouts.
So that must have been tough, but you overcame it, and you were there for some crucial games. If I recall, you got an assist in the county final.
Yeah, you're right. I played the ball to Corinne Light for the goal.
Yeah, it was a spectacular moment. I was there in the crowd. All right, so I checked the stats, Ashley. 6 goals, 12 assists in your 4 years on varsity. What tips would you give to future varsity athletes, future captains? Like, what do they have to do to really get involved?
I think I would just tell them to work hard every time you step on the field and kind of follow along in the work ethic of the past teams, because for the past 8 years, I think we've been pretty successful at going far in counties and states, and so just keeping the tradition going of being one of the best, if not the best team in Union County.
Yeah, that's great information, great advice. So just one last thing. Will you be playing college soccer, and what will you miss most about your high school career?
I don't think I'll be playing college soccer. I mean, I could have. I just didn't. I wanted to kind of focus on school, but I think I'll miss just the team in general. I think like we were like a family throughout the season, and I think just kind of having that competitive aspect and just playing. I mean, it's such a fun game, and just playing and going really far in counties and states has been some of the best experiences of my high school career, so I'll definitely miss that.
All right, thank you. This is JC, and this is Ashley, your Female Athlete of the Month.
And now on to Julia with the Pulse.
DECA hosted their annual Mr. Spivey High in order to raise money for Let's Play It Forward, giving sports equipment to unprivileged children. The senior boys that participated put on a great show. Let's look at the highlights.
Harrison, what are you doing?
I came out here to rollerblade.
We told you 2 weeks ago you can't rollerblade on the stage, liability reasons.
Oh man, I can really use a distraction right now.
Did you guys see the news the other day with our orange-colored president? I can't believe this stuff. Seriously. With this tax reform, does he know that throughout history these colored plans have not worked? It doesn't work, I tell you. It doesn't work! It doesn't work!
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. No woman, no cry. When you walk my way, gonna give you a take on me. Take me on. give you Dr. David L. Heisey.
The coveted title of Mr. Swizzy High 2017, after an amazing performance in all of tonight's categories, goes to Joe Varela.
Same idea.
Our Raider News team will be hosting our second annual holiday special. Make sure to keep an eye out for it over winter break.
You come to see me?
I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own.
All the new forever know.
Make my wish come true.
All I want for Christmas is you. All right, yeah.
Look up.
It's mistletoe.
What'd you wish for? You want it to be 11:06? You sure? Guess his wish came true. It's a Christmas miracle. Thanks, Julia. I'm Mike Gross.
I'm Jack Hosmer.
And this has been your Raider Sports Report.